Hello there and welcome to another TV box review by the MXQ project. My name's Matthew and we are looking at the Alfawise S95 Android TV box. This is a pretty new TV box, but it's nothing special, to be honest with you guys. It is just a plain old regular cheap TV box. Now it could be useful for you guys looking for just something cheap for maybe the spare bedroom or something like that. But if you're looking for something spectacular, turn off the video now because it's really not that interesting. Anyway, let's take a look at it now. Let's see what it can do. So the box itself is just encased in this very cheap plastic. This is produced by Alfawise and they're not really renowned for anything too spectacular. Although they did produce that Beelink copy of the S2, but it was just an exact copy of it. But this box isn't really special. It's very cheap at the end of the day, so I didn't expect too much. It has a S905W processor inside it. It has a 2GB of RAM and 16GB of shared storage. So you're going to get about 11GB of usable space, because you've got to remember the Android operating system, which is 7.1 Nougat on this device, and that takes up a little bit of space. So overall, nothing too special going on here. It is just a TV box that's very, very cheap. So let's turn the box on and let's see what's going on the actual firmware. So as you can see, this is the launcher, and I've seen this launcher so many times, and it's been around for a good number of years, and I've seen it way back when we were, using KitKat. So yeah, nothing special going on there. But first impressions are it booted up very quickly. Very impressed by that. As well as that, the actual UI is nice and smooth. Normally on this launcher, I find a lot of TV boxes aren't that great. I think there's an issue with the launcher, but this launcher, this version of it at least, seems to be tidied up, and yeah, things are nice and smooth. Most things are loading up nice and fast, and not too many issues. A bit of lag here and there. But anyway, let's load some apps on this. Let's see how it performs. So here is Asphalt 8 running on this box, and it's okay. It's nothing special. I've seen this processor perform way better running this game in the past on other boxes, so I'd imagine the firmware kind of is holding this hardware back just a little bit. It's not too bad, it's very much playable, but I would recommend you turn on the graphics settings to as low as possible. They are on medium at the moment, but turn them down as much as possible and you'll probably be able to play the game just that little bit better. So first off, let's load up Antutu. Unfortunately, Antutu just doesn't like this device at all. I can get the initial app on, but when we try to install the 3D benchmark, no, not having it at all. So anyway, let's move on now. Let's check out some gameplay. Let's check out YouTube. All the usual stuff. So the box comes with YouTube TV preloaded onto it. Unfortunately, there is a number of issues with this particular version of the app. For example, it won't play in 1080p. We are limited to, for some reason, to 720p. And even playing at that, it is struggling quite a lot. I mean, this is a 4K clip, and we're playing at 720p at 60 frames a second, and it's stuttering. You may not be able to see it on this actual screen footage I've taken, but to me, it's stuttering quite a lot. Our videos, not so much, but it's definitely struggling somewhere. So either that's the app, the firmware, or we just need to change the app to something else. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, there's a definite issue with video playback on this particular YouTube app at least. So Drm Protection on this, well, it's non-existent. As well as that, this box comes rooted. Now that could come in handy for you guys who like to mess around with the Android firmware and, do all those sort of things. A bit like what we do sometimes on this channel. It's nothing special, guys. There's really not much to talk about it. It is just a very cheap TV box running a very basic version of Android. And that's all there is to say about it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you a bit of an insight into what to expect from a cheap device like this. My name is Matthew and you'll be watching another review by the MXQ Project. Don't forget to check out our website, mxqproject.com, the Facebook group, and of course Twitter. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and we shall see you very soon.